Breaking overnight, 2 people are hurt after a head-on crash between a car and a semi in Otter Tail County, and state troopers say alcohol was involved. It happened just after midnight this morning on Highway 29 west of Wadena. The state patrol says the driver of the car is 30-year-old Krista Decker of Wadena. The driver of the semi is 47-year-old Dennis Froning of Battle Lake. Neither have serious injuries. The crash report says that Decker had been drinking. New this morning, we have new information on a deadly fire in Philadelphia that killed 8 children and 4 adults. Preliminary findings show the blaze that likely started when a Christmas tree was set on fire. Investigators say the ignition source was a lighter that was located nearby. Officials say they cannot definitively say who started that fire, but a 5-year-old child was the only person on the second floor where the tree and the lighter were found.
We are left with the words of that 5-year-old child, that traumatized 5-year-old child, to help us understand how the lighter and the tree came together with tragic consequences.
Officials say the fire became intense and quickly, and it pushed toxic smoke up the staircase to the 3rd floor where the victims died. Access to a water supply is crucial during fire emergencies, but too much snow buildup around those fire hydrants can cost precious time. Today is going to be the perfect day to get a little shoveling done while you're out there in the valley today. JC Dodd joins us live this morning with why fire officials are saying clearing those hydrants could be the difference between life and death. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Jordan. I've been out here for about an hour working to clear this fire hydrant. You can see this was about where it was, and we have been just shoveling. It is rock solid trying to get through here, and this snow is heavy. You can tell it's been here for a while, piled up from these streets. Now, fire officials are saying they need the community's help to get these fire hydrants clear. They need 3 feet from each nozzle, you can see right here, and a clear path to the roadway, which you can see we're just getting started on. It is a lot of hard work, and that's why the fire officials need your help to get out and get these fire hydrants clear. Now, it could take anywhere from 1 minute to 10 minutes to, I've been working on this one for over 30. This is how that timing could save a victim's life.
Fires grow exponentially, so in that minute it can get a lot worse, but more worrisome than the fire growing is how much longer it takes us to reach a victim. And a victim may have seconds. We never know when that last breath of air will be there.
Now, I'm going to keep working on this fire hydrant, but you might be thinking, whose responsibility is it to clear these fire hydrants? And you might think it's the homeowner that lives closest to the fire hydrant. That's not true. It's the community's fire hydrant. This fire hydrant right here serves every house on this block and businesses. That's why it's important for everyone to step up and try and get these clear as quickly as possible after the most recent snowfall. I'm going to be honest, this was probably a better job for a snowblower, but firefighters don't have an option to grab a snowblower when there's an emergency. So that's why they have these shovels, and that's why they need your help to get out here and shovel them.
Yeah, and JC, I believe you talked to the fire department about just how many fire hydrants are in town. Do you recall what they had to say about how many there are and just how it would be difficult to clear them all?
Jordan, it was 7,400 fire hydrants in the Fargo area. It would simply be impossible for the fire department to clear all of them between snow events.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's why we all need to step up, do our part. JC Dodd reporting live this morning. Thank you. And today is going to be a good day to get outside, clear that fire hydrant, even if it is a block away. Lisa Green lets us know about our mild day and when more snow is coming.
Yeah, you're going to want to do it in the next couple of days. Today, tomorrow, mild days for that perfect weather to get it cleared before we do add more onto the pile. You do not want to have to deal with another round of this because on Friday, on our first alert weather day, we're expecting a good amount of snow in the valley. It's looking more and more likely that we'll see some heavier snow here. So here's a look at what to expect on Friday. Widespread snow. So a lot of us will be seeing that snowfall and some of us getting heavy snow at times. We're looking at several areas, a large area potentially getting more than 6 inches of snow, half foot of snow. That's a lot to shovel. And in addition to that, tough travel for both the morning and evening commutes on Friday, but especially for the early morning commute. It'll be still ongoing at that point. It's going to be tough for crews to keep up with it. Heading into the later part of the day, we'll start to wind things down, but still a messy situation yet again for Friday. Until then, enjoy this while you can. We've got some fairly quiet conditions. We had a little weak wave move through, bringing us some light snow showers, some flurries overnight last night. That's moved on. Now we're just kind of seeing some areas of mostly cloudy skies, including in the Fargo-Moorhead area. And here's a look at our conditions. Fargo's at 24 degrees. Nice to see a number in the 20s that doesn't have a negative sign in front of it. That's been all too common recently. Grand Forks is at 20, so is Thief River Falls. In Bemidji, 22, and Fergus Falls, a milder 27. If you're in the Northern Valley, you're more likely, especially close to the border, to see temperatures in the teens to start off. Devil's Lake is at 19 degrees. We do have a little bit of a northerly wind that's cooling us down slightly, so it won't be as warm today as what we saw yesterday in some spots, but still above average, still very mild, and not bad at all at the bus stop. It's been a tough wait out at the bus stop recent days. This morning, we're looking at temperatures again into the 20s and quiet weather, and then heading home from school, expect to have some mostly cloudy skies and temperatures not too far off from where we are now. We generally stay in the 20s today around the region. Wind should be light all day long as well. So here's your 7-day planner. Again, expect to have conditions that are going to be on the snowy side coming up for us here, and we're going to be dealing with some conditions that are going to be tough. So enjoy this while you can. Get those shovels out and get those hydrants clear and anything else that you've been waiting to clear for those warmer temperatures. It's getting slushy lately, and I know a lot of folks are out working on that ice and compacted snow that we've had in our driveways and on our porches lately.
Yeah, because Lisa, we're talking about temperatures that are like 40 degrees warmer than where we were just a couple of days ago.
Even warmer than that. You know, we had some numbers down into the 30s below, and we warmed into the 30s above yesterday. So we've had a huge change in our temperatures recently.
All right, big roller coaster. Lisa, thank you. It's now Moorhead's turn with that overnight street clearing gig. Street crews took advantage of our warmer weather and the softer snow to do a deep clean of major roads while you were sleeping. We spotted this along 8th Street South, just south of Main Avenue, around 11 last night. Plow drivers scrape up the compacted snow and then put it all into what's called a snow furrow in the middle of the road. Then a truck will come and scoop it up, put it in a dump truck, and they'll haul the chunks away. So if it's smoother sailing during your morning drive, you can thank the overnight crews. Northern Minnesota's Ice Road is gearing up to reopen on Friday. Crews are plowing a path over the frozen Lake of the Woods, so Americans don't have to cross through Canada to reach that popular northwest angle. The 22-mile stretch was closed last year when Canada closed its borders because of COVID, and that Canadian highway was the only route to get up there. The path across the lake was a big success last year because it helped the resort owners boost their bottom lines in times of dire economic circumstances. One woman from the Northern Valley is hurt after rolling her vehicle near Grand Forks. The Highway Patrol says 42-year-old Ray Ann Vivier of Rolla lost control on Highway 2 north of Larimore yesterday, went through the median and then rolled. 3 other people in that car were with her, but they were not seriously hurt. West Fargo just keeps growing and growing, and that is turning into a space crunch in the schools. So the district now wants to adjust boundaries to accommodate those changes. Parents sounded off about the idea last night. Boundary changes would impact nearly 300 students who go to Aurora, Freedom, and Independence elementary schools. The proposal would also shift some students at Liberty Middle and Cheyenne high schools.
It's a really emotional thing, both for parents and for kids. You know, we purchased a house based upon what school our children would be in, and having kids spread out throughout the district, we've been through this.
The school board is expected to vote on that proposal at their January 24th meeting. Stay with us right here at Valley News Live as we follow this story. The most dangerous intersection in North Dakota is 45th Street and 13th Avenue in South Fargo. It's a story that we told you about yesterday right here on the Valley Today. It's been on the city's radar for a long time, but after our story aired, the city made a safety change right away.
I saw the story last night and I realized that that intersection should get modified.
At peak times like your morning and evening drive, drivers will now only be able to take a left turn when the arrow allows. Gordon says the city has also applied for a grant to take the medians out of the intersection and eliminate blind spots for drivers turning left. He says those changes, though, won't happen until 2026. The newest Barbie in the Inspiring Women series is Ida B. Wells. She was born a slave and later worked as a journalist and co-founded the NAACP. The Mattel Toy Company says Wells will help children and inspire them to imagine a better future. She will be holding a miniature replica of the Memphis Free Speech. That's a publication where she became an editor. The dolls will go on sale next week. In our consumer alert, we're talking about the top car, truck, and utility vehicle of the year. Top car of the year, the Honda Civic. Truck of the year, the Ford Maverick, and utility vehicle of the year, the redesigned Ford Bronco. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, this food is thrown away more often than any other in the U.S. The answer, bananas. They go brown so quickly. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start. Join us right now, though, on the CW.